game at that end of the floor.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Cleveland. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, it's taken away by Smith. Makes it off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The drive by LeBron. Love the pass to James. Here's Rivera. Off target with his three. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Detroit.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
Launches a three. Rebound by Smith. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Petrovic. They double him with Freak. Thompson with it. Now Thomas defending. Picked by Okafor. And it's Smith penetrating and stolen by Love. And here we go. Fast break. James.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Thomas kicks to Love. That one a little long. The 76ers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Thompson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's Rivera. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Kyrie Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers leading by 6. Thompson in the corner. Wide open. And that one's good. Thompson's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Rivera. Kept alive. Frye, good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Guarded by Rivera. The layup missed. Left side, Shumpert. And stolen by Noel. They push it up 4 on 3. Jefferson with some nice D.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And so the first quarter is...
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause.
And the first quarter. Players will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. Thomas comes in for Channing Frye. LeBron, he's checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Lance Thomas. And it's Rivera in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The 76ers leading by 5. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He ended with 20 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Okafor dishes to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Shot clock at 5. And the pass to Petrovic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
It's a pick by Love. Freak kicks to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love the pass to Rivera. 17-foot shot on the way. Smith with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in.
Richard Jefferson.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Dishes to Okafor. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Okafor's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia. Jefferson kicks to LeBron. There's the dish to Freak. Cannot hit. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
16 seconds left here in the second. That one off the back iron and out. Now, here is Smith, who's guarded by Rivera. 76ers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. Free throw drops for Smith.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Freak. That will count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Substitution here.
Twin, are you serious right now?
What?
Get yourself together. Look, sit up straight. Look alive.
Yes.
This is your first 2K interview. You got to kill it.
Okay.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
get it.
Swish.
I like that. That was a cool little handshake.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
All right, guys, are we ready? You ready to roll?
Yes.
Cool. Hey guys, I'm Rachel, and I'm here with Freak today, one of the NBA's newest stars. Thank you for coming on the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
You have been doing amazing this season. How does it feel to be one of the most talked about young NBA players?
It's great. You know, I've been working really hard on my game, so to see the team getting wins and, you know, they're talking about me, it feels good. I want to keep the ball rolling.
And we all know that your game on the court has been spectacular.
Thank you.
And I've heard that you're pretty good in NBA 2K also.
Somebody told you right. Yeah. We bring the system on the road. We play in the hotel rooms. It could get pretty competitive.
So who's the best on the team then in 2K?
Me, of course, by far. But there are a couple of guys that give me some tough games. But the only person that ever really beat me in the game was my best friend, Vic. Rest in power, Vic. But that was because he played every single day of his life. So that was the only reason.
So pretty heated matches between you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So what was it like to see your virtual self in the game for the first time?
I loved it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're ready for another year of It's the Toronto Raptors. Looking at the last game for Toronto, it was a win against the Hornets. They're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Hey, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! This is when we make our resolutions for 2016. I don't really like to make resolutions, guys, but I guess if I had to, I would say I would like to actually dunk one-handed.
Well, Elevator Ernie, you better have a trampoline as part of that fantasy.
Well, I don't even think you can.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. And it'll be laying in for Kyrie Irving. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Rivera in at the 1 spot. They double him with Love. Lowry passes to Valanciunas.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down. That's his first personal foul.
The Raptors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Jonas Valanciunas.
No good on that
2
one.
shots.
He hits the second from the line. For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Love kicks to LeBron. And the rejection by Valanciunas. DeRozan against Smith. There's the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Charlotte.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
Here's Lowry. Puts up a 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thanks, Doris. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Toronto leading by 8. And here's Lowry. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Charlotte.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Here's Rivera. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Joseph kicks to Lowry. He dishes it to Carroll. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And stolen by Biyombo. Now, here's Joseph. Guarded by Shumpert. Joseph dishes to Lowry. Carroll passes to Powell. Out to the right wing. Carroll, no one around him. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
You know, that shot went down, but that's probably not what they were looking for.
Lowry kicks to Biyombo. Back to Lowry. There's a screen. Pass to Biyombo. Stolen by Thomas. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Kicks it to Freak. No good with the triple.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
To the inside. Feeds to Powell. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Powell's got his first 2 points.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And Bayless kicks to Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
That one falls. So he hits both of them. Eight seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Lowry. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The offense coming free and easy. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career. Patterson Clark, exactly the guy. New group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Raptors leading by 11. So on the floor for Cleveland. Lavira in a 2-guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Bayless in a point guard. And he gets it to go.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes it to Rivera from deep. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Outside DeRozan. 4 on the shot clock. The shot no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
I don't see any reason they won't be able to rebound from it quickly, though. Quite honestly, I think this is a resilient squad, and they'll bounce back quickly.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for DeRozan. He has 8 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Here's Rivera. Outside for Thomas. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. The Cavaliers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Freak taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Powell kicks to Patterson. Pass to DeRozan. Here's the 3, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Freak missing. Raptors leading by 18. Powell dishes to Lowry. Shumpert against DeRozan. And the shot is good. DeRozan's got 15.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Here is Bayless. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Tonight we're watching Kyrie Irving, former #1 pick overall. That's a lofty level of expectation to live up to, Kenny, but he's matched the hype surrounding him.
Yeah, he can hurt you from a lot of areas of the floor. And he shoots the 3 off the dribble, spot up 3, dribble, break you down off the dribble, get you in transition. Which way can he beat you? He's a natural-born scorer.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Indiana Pacers today. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. With that road trip behind him, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. They've lost their last 3 games. Now for Cleveland, Lance Thomas comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Freak subbed in for J.R. Smith. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Hill. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, they've got C.J. Miles, Rodney Stuckey out there with Ellis. Then there's Solomon Hill, and it's Mahimi in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And that one's good. Free.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Indiana leading. Ellis on top. He's covered by Irving, and he gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Rivera. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Rodney Stuckey.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Irving. Stuckey outside. He dishes it to Ellis. Back to Stuckey. The 17-footer. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Rivera. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Indiana shooting just about an even 40% to start. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And a wide open look for Freak. They grab their own miss. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Clock at 6. It's back to Hill. Lots of room. Another shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Pacers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. And Bayless kicks to Thomas. Here's Rivera. Knocks down the three ball. Freak's got 7 points in the game. Stuckey outside. Back to Ellis. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. 6 points for Ellis.
Boy, he's got a real comfort level with the mid-range game. I mean, he's got the ability not to let the defense bother him when he's locked into that shooting zone.
This one for three. It falls. And 3 more from Rivera. Freak's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Ellis outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Indiana out in front. Either team able to do it. He's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Pacers, Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's Ellison for Rodney Stuckey. On the court for Indiana, C.J. Miles is out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the point guard position.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors played some good basketball. He finished with 8 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Thomas comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Kyrie Irving. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooters.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
The Cavaliers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
How about the game for Freak?
Know who you got?
10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Hill kicks to Miles. Ellis outside. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Shumpert passes to Rivera. From beyond the arc, the shot is off. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And the basket by Hill.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
Bayless dishes to Shumpert. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And here is Hill. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Here is Miles. They lead by 4. Hill left side. And Miles kicks to Hill. 5 on the clock.
After having a terrific start to this game, he's going a little chilly now.
Ellis can't get it to go. Here's Rivera. Offensive rebound. The feed now to Shumpert. A second chance effort. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Miles. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Now here's Freak. He's got 11. Bayless the pass to Rivera. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And the first half.
All right, listen up, everybody.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Lance Thomas comes in for Kevin Love. And Freak subbed in for Smith. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Hill. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. Rivera, he's in at shooting guard. Channing Frye out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Irving. And it's James in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Rivera. Connects on the 17-footer. Freak's got 13.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Ellis. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 14.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Rivera. Hill pulls it in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pick up by Hill. Inside. Got a piece of it. Ellis outside. 4 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range. No good. Nice D from Rivera. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%.
like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Fry. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And they take the lead. And that's now 17 points for Freak.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Ellis. He's got 14. Kicks it to Stuckey. Launches it. Misses there. And the game still close. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here. Cleveland. James checked in for Love. Freak comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Jared Bayless. And the Pacers also making a change. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. On the court for Indiana. Hill is out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Miles in at the 2-guard position. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And that one's good. And that's now 19 points for Freak.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Irving against George. Unloads from 13. They shoot again. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Mahimi.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivera. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Love checked in for Cleveland. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for Turner. The drive by Ellis. The shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And it's Freak missing.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Cleveland.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for James. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Lance Thomas comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Irving. Then for the Pacers, Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Hill. And it's C.J. Miles in for Paul George. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Bayless kicks to Freak. 9 feet out, and he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Now the dish to Ellis. The three. No luck.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present LeBron James.
He played his heart out tonight, guys. You could see the way he was constantly drawing contact and getting to...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. Well, if you want to describe the two teams going at it tonight, they are fresh, young, and hungry. Kenny, how hard is it for these two coaches to get their guys to play consistently?
I mean, experience is probably the most valuable tool in the NBA, and that inexperience makes it hard. You know, it's a teaching tool. You got to yell a lot, start pulling your hair out. That's why I'm bald, because I was pulling my hair out, you know, to some of my younger players that I play with. But it's important to
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Thomas comes in for Channing Frye, and Freak subbed in for J.R. Smith. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Jay Crowder. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Mickey, and it's Ray in at the two. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Rozier. Out to the wing. There's the pick. Here's Crowder. It's hauled in by LeBron.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
He dishes it to Freak. Six to shoot. Thompson left side. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Celtics ball.
Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. Fourth, LeBron James. And, of course, Evan Turner.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
LeBron kicks to Freak. From 10 feet out, the Cavaliers pull it in. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Here's Rozier, covered by Irving. Rozier, the pass to Crowder. Boston, no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Irving dishes to Freak. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Mickey. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Irving kicks to Freak. The screen from Thompson. Here's Rivera. No good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And the foul called on Freak. New group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Celtics trail by 5. On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Irving.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Detroit.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds, disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended with 26 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Irving against Thomas. 8 feet away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Turner with the steal. Bradley passes to Thomas. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Sullinger kicks to Turner. In the corner, Bradley with it. And again, it's Boston converting. And Cleveland making it change here. Thompson's checked in. And we're through the...
Hi, Kevin.
Let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Some excellent work by Thomas. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced.
Rivera, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Timeout.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Cavaliers 5th.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
Rivera in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Irving in at point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Johnson sends the screen for Bradley. Charity stripe shot. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Bradley's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving kicks to Freak. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
So it's Boston now. 7-point differential. Thomas kicks to Johnson to the inside. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And Bradley gets it to go.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
The feed to Frye. Now here's Freak, guarded by Bradley. And Freak throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead. To dunk like that.
Thomas against Irving. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Baseline jumper. That one rolling around and rims out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Evan Turner, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger comes in for Olynyk, and Amir Johnson subbed in for Jay Crowder. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Here's Irving. There's a good screen. Pass to Freak from deep. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession. If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Irving passes to Rivera. With the shot. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. They get it again. Second chance shot. Johnson can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Bradley with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Johnson dishes to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. In the corner, Bradley with it. Johnson the screen. Clock at 4. Thomas gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Smith the pass to Rivera. Fires from the line. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
No problems knocking that one down. 8 points for Avery Bradley.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Freak. And so it's Cleveland with it. Freak sets a screen for Irving. Off the pick. Lets it go from 11. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Irving.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first free throw is good. Amir Johnson's checked in for Mickey. Both shots good from the stripe. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. James outside. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thomas passes to Rozier. It's Sullinger with the drive. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Sullinger.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Bradley's checked in for the Celtics. Here's LeBron. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
They set the screen. Knocked away. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bomb and work it inside.
Thank you, Doris.
Celtics call timeout.
Outside Thomas. Passes it to Bradley. Wide open. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And they double up James. Freak with it. Sullinger picks him up. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Freak. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And both free throws good from Freak.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Sullinger, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
To the left wing, here's Crowder. And that one hits back iron. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Outside Thomas. Back to Bradley. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Rivera. The rebound by the Celtics. And Fry kicks to Irving. To the middle. Tries again. And it's Freak missing. Thomas. Misses. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
He went about his business tonight so efficiently on the offensive.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. Let's talk about the best of the best. The category this time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. Oh. I'm going Kyrie number 1, Steph Curry number 1A. Because
that's my alarm,
I say this, Steph Curry has to use his handle to get his shot, but Kyrie uses it all the time to get everywhere on the floor.
It's Steph Curry, Jamal Crawford.
Ooh.
Then Chris Paul.
Yes.
Maybe a little Rondo, maybe Tony Parker, Derrick Rose, and my sleeper coming off the bench, Orlando, my neighbor, Elfrid Payton.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So glad you can join us here at the Phillips Arena. The home of the Hawks in Atlanta. And, of course, Thiago's split. Checked in for Kyle Korver. Rivera, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Hawks trail by 4. So on the floor for Cleveland. Rivera in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Freak sets a screen for Irving. To the paint, up off the screen. And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Millsap has the open look, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
James kicks to Freak, takes a 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The Hawks trail by 4. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Thanks again, Doris. Cleveland leading by 3. And here's Frye from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Frye's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
LeBron gets the screen from Rivera. LeBron dishes to Freak. He kicks to Frye. Freak with it. Picked up by Teague. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Now with a strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, these leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. LeBron James third.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the three spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
Millsap passes to Cephalosha. Back to Millsap. He feeds it to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. The three. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Thomas.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here's Millsap. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact. Check there. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Teams making substitutions here. The Hawks trail by 3. On the court for Cleveland. Rivera, he's in at shooting guard. LeBron and Thompson are up front. J.R. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Off the screen. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his second bucket tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
A shot's good from Irving.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Stolen by Thompson. Over to the left wing. Rob. Here's Bazemore. James covering. Hardaway, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Rivera. Great D that time from Teague. The Hawks trail by 3. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Atlanta making a switch here. Korver's checked in. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Boston Celtics.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And so here's Cleveland. The screen from Thompson. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Jeff Teague. Averaging about 11 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now let's send it to Doris. From the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics stepped up to deliver. He finished with 15 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Freak, not a lot of room. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here's the fast break. Here's Korver, and Thompson sends it back. They recover it. Bazemore for three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Here's Rivera. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Teague drives in. Terrific design on the big flip, and he lays it in.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
LeBron dishes to Freak. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And the foul called on Freak. And we're through the...
Hi, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Chris Humphrey is checked in for Atlanta. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Rivera, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Kent Bazemore is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Chris Humphries. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Teague in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Hardaway. LeBron with the block. Now Cleveland moving it up. Freak with the ball. The pull-up. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Teague.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
So the wing on the left. Hardaway kicks to Teague. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Teague's got 7 points in the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find some, you're right. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Rivera.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Atlanta making some changes. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. And Cleveland also making a change. Thomas checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shot from the low block. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Irving.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Millsap misses. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Irving double team. Here's Rivera. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Uncovered. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks leading by 3. Dishes it to Humphries. There's the pick. Pass to Cephalosha. Millsap a screen. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by James. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Good on the shot. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. On the court for Cleveland, Rivera in a 2-guard. Tristan Thompson is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Korver passes to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. Teague for 3, and it's sent back by Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Rivera. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Teague with the ball. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
And a wide-open look for Freak. And another miss by Cleveland. Teague drives in. And it's sent back by Irving. And they get it back. And that one's good. Millsap.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Irving kicks to Freak. To halt the run. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Korver gets a wide open look. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this